Children, come back to online classes. Today we are going to see civics chapter electoral politics. So first topic is election campaign. So children, let me make you understand what is campaign. Campaign means to organize a series of activities to try to achieve something. The main purpose of election is to give people a chance to choose the representative, the government and the policies they prefer. Therefore, it is necessary to have a free and open discussion about who is a better representative, which party will make a better government, or what is a good policy. This is what happens during election campaigns. In our country, such campaigns take place for a 2-week period between the announcement of the final list of candidates and the date of polling. During this period, the candidates contact their voters, political leaders, address election meetings and political parties, mobilize their supporters. This is also the period when newspapers and television news are full of elections related stories and debates. But election campaign is not limited to these 2 weeks only. Political parties start preparing for elections months before they actually take place. So, during the period of campaign, candidates contact their voters. This is also the period of when newspaper and television news publish different stories and debates, election related stories and debates, etc. But election campaign is not limited only for 2 weeks. Political parties start preparing for elections much more before than they actually take place. In election campaign, political parties try to focus public attention on some big issues. They want to attract the public to that issue and get them to vote for their party on their basis. Let us look at some of the successful slogans given by different political parties in various elections. The Congress party, led by Indira Gandhi, gave the slogan of Garibi Hatao, that is, remove poverty. In the Lok Sabha election of 1971, the party promised to reorient all the policies of the government to remove poverty from the country. So, as the poverty is the main problem of the country, Save Democracy was the slogan given by Janata Party under the leadership of Jai Prakash Narayan in the Lok Sabha election held in 1977. The party promised to undo the excesses committed during emergency and restore civil liberties. The left front used the slogan of land to the tiller in the West Bengal Assembly elections held in 1977. Protect the self-respect of the Telugu was the slogan used by N.T. Rama Rao, the leader of the Telugu Desam Party in Andhra Pradesh Assembly election in 1983. So these are the slogans which are used by different leaders. In a democracy, it is best to leave political parties and candidates free to conduct their election campaigns the way they want to. But it is sometimes necessary to regulate campaigns to ensure that every political party and candidate gets a fair and equal chance to compete. So, according to our election law, no party of candidates can bribe or threaten voters, appeal to them in the name of caste or religion, use government resources for election campaign, and spend more than 25 lakh rupees in a constituency for a Lok Sabha election or 10 lakh rupees in a constituency in an assembly election. So children, according to the election laws, what is the main election laws? That no party can bribe or threaten any voter to vote them or appeal them to vote in the name of caste or religion, or else they cannot use any government resources for election campaign. Then they cannot spend more than 25 lakhs in a constitution for Lok Sabha election and not more than 10 lakhs in an assembly election. If they do so, their election can be rejected by the court even after they have been declared elected. So even after they are winning, if they do so, their elections can be rejected by the court. In addition to the laws, all the political parties in our country have agreed to a model code of conduct for election campaigns. So according to this, no party or candidate can use any place of worship or election for election propaganda, use government vehicles, aircraft and officials for election, and once elections are announced, ministers shall not lay foundation of any project, take any big policy decision or make any promises of providing public facilities. So these are the code of conduct for election campaigns. Next is polling and counting of votes. The final stage of an election is the day when the voter cast or poll their vote. That day is usually called the election day. Every person whose name is on the voter list can go to a nearby polling booth situated usually in a local school or a government office. Here polling booths means where the people go to cast their vote. Once the voter goes inside the booth, the election official identify her, put a mark on her finger and allow her to cast her vote. An agent of each candidate is allowed to sit inside the polling booth and ensure that the voting takes place in a fair way. So one agent of each candidate will sit inside the polling booth and will ensure that voting is taking place in a fair way or not. Next is, earlier the voters used to indicate who they wanted to vote for by putting a stamp on the ballot paper. A ballot paper is a sheet of paper on which the names of the contesting candidates along with party name and symbol are listed. Nowadays, electronic voting machine (EVM) are used to record votes. The machine shows the name of the candidates and the party symbols. Independent candidates too have their own symbols allowed by Election Commission. All that the voters had to do is to press the button against the name of the candidate she wants to give her vote. So this machine only just the machine show the names of the candidates and the party symbol. Independent candidates too have their own symbols. So all the voters who come to vote has to press the button against the name of the candidate to cast their vote. Once the polling is over, all the EVMs are sealed and taken to secure place. A few days later, on a fixed date, all the EVMs from a constituency are opened and the votes secured by each candidate are counted. The agents of all candidates are present there to ensure that the counting is done properly. The candidate who secures the highest number of votes from a constituency is declared elected. In a general election, usually the counting of votes in all the constituencies takes place at the same time, on the same day. Television channels, radio, and newspaper report this event. Within a few hours of counting, all the results are declared and it becomes clear as to who will form the next government.